Hello, friends. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about voices. You know, everywhere we go, we're surrounded by voices. Seems like everybody's got something to say. I myself have something to say today. um, Actually, I'd like to tell you about my favorite verse for many, many years in the Old Testament the passage has been Psalm chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, which basically just says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." Wow. What a powerful promise. Well, for starters, it said, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly." Now, sometimes when we think of the ungodly, we kind of reserve that for a slot belonging to people who are extremely wicked. But actually, you don't have to be extremely wicked to qualify as being ungodly. See, the word ungodly just means not like God. In other words, people that don't do things the way God does things. And you know, there are plenty of people who identify with Christianity, who are Christians, they've genuinely been born again, but they're very ungodly in the way that they go about the things that they do. Now, we don't want that to be us. We want to do things God's way, because doing things God's way doesn't come automatically. You know, just because we're a Christian doesn't mean that we're going to be godly in our behavior. That's why this passage is so important, because it's saying, listen, there are all kinds of people who will belittle your expectations. You know, it's not only did it say, "Walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly," but it says, "Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." In other words, there are a lot of people who actually ridicule and scorn the very precious, great and precious promises that are found in the Bible, in the Word of God. And they say, "Oh, no, you can't count on that. You can't rely on that. You got to count on, trust in, and cling to and rely on the same things the rest of the world does. What's wrong with you?" But this is saying, if you want to be blessed, don't just follow the herd. Don't just do what everybody else does. Don't just listen to the voices of people who are not supporting and encouraging what the Word of God says. But instead, find out for yourself what God has in mind for you. Find out for yourself what promises God has made to you. Blessed is the man that doesn't let himself be influenced by all these voices that continue to put you down and make you feel like you'll never measure up. But your delight, let me tell you, the words of God become a sheer delight once you experience the life that's in them. So if you will delight yourself in the wonderful words of God, and you'll meditate on those words day and night, you're going to fulfill your purpose in life. That's what it says. You're going to accomplish what other people will never be able to accomplish, because you did what other people were unwilling to do. Very important what voices you're listening to. God bless you. Have a great week.